Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be doing a Q&A and I've been getting so many questions recently just about everything about my car, and it's hard to answer them all, so I'm going to go through the comments, then I'm going to go through my Instagram messages and answer as many questions as possible. Just a quick update on my car. I'm still waiting for the new map sensor to come so that I can get on boost again, but that's going to take 1 to 2 weeks to come. So before I read out these questions, I'm going to give you guys a rundown on what my car is and what we do on this channel. So my car is a 1999 BMW E46 323i. It has an M52 engine. I've put a Garrett GT35 76R turbo on it. Stock power is about 150 wheel horsepower, and I am pushing somewhere between 360 and 400 right now. Oh yes! Woo! That's the basics. So let's get into the questions now. So we have 47 comments on the last video that I posted 2 days ago. Do you think about putting in forged internals? I do. Don't think I'm going to be putting forged internals in this engine, just because if I was going to go forged, I would go to an M50 engine, which is the cast iron block. I think it would be a lot easier to get more power out of that, and it would just be worth it going to that engine rather than doing minor. But you never know, I could change my mind in the future. What engine is in your E46, and how much did you know about the turbo builds before you started with your car? The engine is an M52 TUB25, and I knew absolutely nothing about turbo builds before I started. What are you? An idiot sandwich. I did not know anything. I knew what a car was, and that is it. Will I get a respray eventually? I don't know. I've been thinking about it a lot lately. I do have a few dings and stuff on the car that I want to just get rid of. I'm not sure if I want to full respray my car or get an E36 coupe, which is what I really want to get for my next build, and then do a full respray on that. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do yet. If I do respray my car, I want you guys to comment down below what color I should paint it, because there's a lot of good colors, I just don't know which one. Next question, do you think it's a good idea to turbo my E46 330? Yes, it is a good idea. How old am I? I am 22 years old. My birthday is in July. I just turned 22. How much money did you put in so far building up your E46? I bought the car for $3,000, spent another $3,000 on wheels, coilovers, everything like that. Then I spent another $7,000 on everything turbo related and everything from there. Something like that. It's about $15,000 I put all up, including buying my car. That's Australian dollars, so that's 10,000 US dollars. Could you do a list of everything you've put in that has been reliable? Planning on going turbo next summer. That would be a massive list. It would take me so long. I'm gonna have to do that in the future video. Could you make a video to explain how tuning works? That is also going to be a future video, which I will be doing soon, actually. Do you think turbo or supercharged is best option for E46? It depends what you want. They're both equally as good. Supercharger kits are more expensive, but more plug and play. It depends what you like. If you like instant power, but then not as much power like up top, then supercharger. If you want a bit of lag and then just peak powers right at the top and the power is just super linear, then you want a turbo. That's pretty simple. If you were to get another car, what would it be? I would get a black E36 coupe, and I would turbo the shizen out of it and go for a lot of power. Have you ever traveled outside of Australia? I've traveled to Fiji, Bali, and Thailand, which is just little islands surrounding where I live. That's as far as I've gone. Do you play any sports? Right now, I don't officially play any sports. I go to the gym, I wakeboard, surf, heaps of little things, but officially I don't train every week for a certain sport. What piggyback will you be using? I have been using an AEM FIC6 piggyback. When am I getting an LSD? Never. They're so expensive. They're like $2,000 to $3,000, and if I was going to do that, I would just weld the diff, but I don't really want to do that either. So I don't drift that often, so I don't really mind having an open diff. What exactly do you need to have the turbo setup right for the BMW? That's a weird question. You need to have a lot of things. I'm not going to list them because that would take me half an hour and a lot of brain power. If I was to do an engine swap, what would I do? Would I keep it BMW or would I do something crazy? So, if I was going to do a swap, I would do either a 1J or a 2J, because they're just insane engines. If I was going to stay BMW, I would put an M50 engine in with a cast iron block. What happened to the E36 build? The E36 build is in the future, not right now. I want to get my car exactly where I want it to be until I move on to a new project. Could be 6 months away, I would say. Can you give me the timing for each boost you ran? I can try. So on 98 fuel, at 20 PSI, I was running 18 degrees of timing. On E85 at 20 PSI, I am running 22 to 23 degrees of timing. That's all I can really give you. I don't know the rest. Are you thinking of ever getting an M54 B30 engine? No, because it basically has 1/6 more literage than mine. So all I have to do is put the boost up 2 PSI to equal what the extra power a 330 would have made. And the swap would just be annoying. So no. When are you going to dyno the E46? Hopefully this month. In a couple weeks. Every time I plan to put it on the dyno, something breaks on the car. So I can't freaking put it on. So once everything is reliable, then I'll put on the dyno. Why don't you wear shoes? Because Australia. My country don't share no borders because of all the waters that surround our sand. Would your car ever run perfectly trouble-free in one YouTube clip? No. Can I turbo my 328 or my 330 Ci? No. Is that the stock steering wheel? Yes. How much power am I making? So, I'm going to explain this to you guys. Last time I went to the dyno, I was on E85 fuel at 20 PSI and I made 360 wheel horsepower on whatever timing I was running. Since then, I have upgraded my whole exhaust, new exhaust manifold, an actual ball bearing turbo. I'm still pushing 20 PSI, so I think I'll be making maybe 400 wheel horsepower. That's my guess. Is your BR limiter a universal BR limiter? Yes, it's a universal one. Any one will fit on your car. I have a video on how to install it. How many kilometers your car had when you added the turbo? It had 175,000 kilometers, which is like 110,000 miles. And I have put 25,000 Ks on it since I've had the turbo. May I know what turbo you are running? I am running a GT3576R. It has a 106 AR rehousing and a 0.7 AR front housing. What size turbo should I get for my E46? If you want quick response, then go with a smaller turbo, but that will sacrifice top end power. So something like a TO4E or GT28 turbo would be really quick response, like as soon as you put your foot down, power, but you will lose top end power. And if you want a mix of both, so not too laggy, but still keeping that up top power, then I would go with a GT30. The rear housing of the turbo determines how responsive it is. So if it's a big rear housing like an AR106, then it's going to be really laggy, but it's going to create more power up top. If you want more response, go with a 0.64 AR rear housing and you'll get more response, but you will lose power up top. I would say if you had a 2.5 litre, the perfect turbo would be probably a GT30 with an 82 AR rear housing. And if you have a 3 litre, I would go with a GT35 82 with an 82 AR rear housing. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That is it for today. I answered a fair few questions. If there's anything that I have kind of missed that you guys want to know, comment down below and I will answer as many as I can. Guys, get keen for the next video because I'm going to be doing a full build overview of all of my friends' cars, including Lachlan in his M235i, Lucas's M4, and all the other Beamers that are on this channel. I'm going to be going into detail of their build, how much they've spent, like what upgrades they've done. Stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys in that video. Nothing lasts forever.